Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I need a haircut. In fact, I've needed a haircut for the past 3 weeks, at the very least, maybe a month. And yeah, I'm just too lazy, man. I wake up in the morning and it's a little bit too late to go to the barber, and then I have things to do, and yeah, it's a struggle. I just wanted to share. One, because I want your I was gonna say your sympathy, but with like an Andalusian accent. Sympathy. I want your sympathy, your empathy, all that. And number two, I'm trying to avoid going with the regular intro because I just cannot pronounce that name, man. So yeah, let's talk about today's deck because I think today you guys are going to like what I have for you, as we are going to be playing some JARVAN the 4th yet again in what is perhaps the best deck featuring JARVAN the 4th to date, because I put a lot of thought into this, and I gotta give a big shout outs to well, his name is George on Twitter. I don't know exactly what his name is. I know there was a Y in there, but I really can't go further than that. My memory does have its limitations, but George sent me the idea or tweeted at me the idea of combining Braum with JARVAN. Now, his list had several issues. One of the main ones being it only had 6 spells, too many units, and it didn't really accomplish much. Because the thing is, one of my initial takes on these two combined is to try to make a deck that is as effective as possible at leveling up JARVAN. The problem is, this is very achievable, by the way, because you can just run a shitload of challengers here, especially with this region combination. You can run in Lauren Protege, aka Blonde Grappler with Swords, which is really good for leveling up JARVAN because of the 4 toughness and the challenger keyword. And then you can run Bright Steel Protectors with other challengers and the likes, and you can definitely get there, you know, Screeching Dragon, etc., right? The problem is, a mid-range deck like that has nothing to offer that other mid-range decks don't already do better, right? So we just fell behind against other mid-range decks, and you know, we could run out of gas really easily as well, and there were no like super powerful combos that could give us the upper hand, right? And I think that's kind of a requirement for a deck nowadays. You need to have some sort of play available to you that will just blow your opponent back, right? And with this region combination and with the JARVAN package specifically, I believe that combo to be the Great Horn Companion into Cataclysm. Cataclysm is JARVAN's saving grace. This card allows us to, in conjunction with a scout unit, rally onto our opponents. And we all know rally is indeed my favorite champion. So I got my favorite champion and my second favorite champion in JARVAN, even though tomorrow he'll be a little bit lower. Just for today's video, he'll be number 2. Yeah, not bullshitting you. Regardless, we have a deck that is still very effective at leveling up JARVAN, but also a deck with big play potential, with Cataclysm into Great Horn, basically. It's a really strong play that we were lacking prior. That makes it so that this deck is more synergy dependent, in the sense that we have, instead of having a bunch of challengers, we have stuff like the Penitent Squire, which will give us Tattered Banner, which we can utilize to give challenger to the likes of the Honored Lord, which is why this deck is called White Knights, you know. It's just kind of like... I thought like putting simp in a thumbnail like this would be funny because I'm 12. So we have other tools though. We have the Stalking Wolf, as you can see here, as a tool. This was like the main thing that caught my attention from the list George sent me. He was running a full set of Stalking Wolf, and Stalking Wolf is a card that you have not seen like ever, really. This card was popular in the open beta of Legends of Runeterra until people realized it sucked. Like, I said it sucked from the beginning, by the way. Like, I looked at this card, it's like, how is a card that generates your opponent a body for 2 mana? Like, it's not even, like, if this was a 2 mana 3/3 with Challenger, then maybe you could justify it. But generally speaking, this card is just not good, right? But in this deck, it's awesome to see like old cards, old forgotten gems like this actually become useful out of nowhere. And that's what I love about card design. And when, you know, expansions are able to do this, it's just great. And the reason why we're running him is to level up JARVAN. With the Stalking Wolf, we can generate a little rapid and then immediately challenge it in advance 25% in JARVAN the 4th's level up requirement. And that is why we're playing Stalking Wolf. Initially we had 3 and 3, but then I realized I very much want Bright Steel Protector in this deck because I have challengers, and Bright Steel Protector onto something like a Great Horn Companion can be an absolute pain in the ass for the opponent as well. Especially if we, like, one of the things about Great Horn Companion as well, besides the Cataclysm, is the ability to potentially give him the Tattered Banner, aka Challenger, later down the line. That goes a long way. A 5/5 with Scout and Challenger, is just absurd. And one of the key aspects of Freljord in the mix here is that we gain access to amazing combat tricks that can allow us to keep our units alive. Mainly Troll Chant, but also, as you guys can see here, a couple of copies of Fury of the North. Instead of Riposte, I think Fury of the North is much better, because Riposte can be countered by something like a Mystic Shot, right? While Fury of the North just gives you 4 health. And Hush is a problem, but Hush fucks up both cards anyways. So this is just strictly better, especially in a deck like this, especially when we're trying to survive blocks, right? And the card is that good that we're playing two copies of it, despite the fact that we're playing a full set of Three Sisters. Three Sisters is one of our main ways to interact. As you guys can see, we're not playing single combat because we don't have as much. We could justify it, but we're running Cataclysm as our source of removal instead, right? Even though it is slow speed, it does limit us, but instead we're playing Three Sisters that can allow us to deal with threats that are threatening us at fast or burst speed with, replying to them with our own burst speed spells right here with the Three Sisters, or an Entomb as well, which can be very clutch, setting up lethals and buying us a turn as well. As that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. We also have Lauren Duelist to kind of like give Honor Lord and other units challenger later down the line as well. And we're playing Braum. I don't think I mentioned Braum. Braum is, besides the combat tricks, Braum is fantastic with Jarvan the Fourth, because Braum allows us, if we play him on curve, then Braum will allow us to advance Jarvan's level up by 50%. What I mean by this is that we play him on turn 4, we attack into something, we survive the hit. That's one stage. Then on turn 6, when we attack, Jarvan always ends up at the end, right? So we challenge something with Braum first, and in that turn 6, as he blocks, this is obviously taking into account that we're attacking on turn 2, right? It changes if the attack token is different. But generally, we take Mustache Boy here. We use it to challenge something. We take a hit for the second time, and voila, 50% of Jarvan's level up requirement. If nothing goes wrong and Jarvan survives his block 2, then that's 75%. So that's, like, Braum is actually super essential for this deck to have a leveled up Jarvan by turn 6. That is our objective. We don't always meet it, but when we do, it is glorious. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Jarvan is amazing when leveled up. He's definitely underpowered as of right now, but the biggest thing right now is how hard it is to level him up. But this is the best deck that I've been able to build to level him up. And if you are able to do so relatively consistently, he just becomes a powerhouse. He just allows you to eliminate a unit every turn, giving you cataclysms to potentially use on your scout unit to rally as well. And the fact that when he uses cataclysm, he just gets a barrier, so he gets a free hit on something. It's amazing. Like, he is a threat. He's no joke. Even though people, like to throw that, what's that girl's name? Is it Karina? That Karina, like emo, like, oh, look at him playing Jarvan. Oh, that's so adorable. You fuck him up with him. That's the objective with this deck. So yeah, I'm gonna end the deck tech there. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. That's a weird thing to ask for, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you want to see daily videos, and I'll give it to you anyway. So yeah, have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, Freljord. On Freljord, baby. Let's see if we can dominate. Bypass the AoE effects of this deck. Ruination is the biggest threat for us because as we combine Demacia with Freljord, we don't have access to Disruption for AoE like that. And, that goes beyond damage and just literally destroys everything, right? So that could be a bit of an issue later down the line. I'm going to drop the Great Horde Companion and the Three Sisters. I'm going to keep the Troll Chant, though. No, I'm actually going to drop that as well. I'm going to try to increment my chances of finding an elite. There we go, Daddy! Daddy's here.
I must reach the king.
I don't need to utilize these banners on this, I think.
Mustn't stop.
Help her. Avalanche. There is certainly a bit of a concern. An avalanche here could be pretty devastating. If I played this, he plays avalanche, and then that's all there is to that. Given the case, though, if he does have Avalanche.
Slow down, will you?
If he does have Avalanche, I only miss out on 1 damage for my initial attack anyways. I feel like I need to threaten my opponent here.
Nothing escapes my watch. Look out for reavers.
Yeah, you gotta block.
Moving.
Ready the torches.
I still need to push damage. We got a flash freeze out of him, which is great, honestly. Like, yeah, we ended up dealing less damage than we would have with an open attack, even though he could have had something else. Oh, I wish I had Cataclysm here. Oh my lord, I wish I had Cataclysm. Alright, what we need to do
For the prince.
is we need to Tattered Banner into Great Horn Companion. This combo is amazing. We don't have Jarvan. But we can aim to dispose of Trundle, even though we should definitely expect some variant of answer here, but a Vengeance would be something that I would be incredibly happy to see. It's fine. I could Fury of the North, but what if he could have a flash freeze. Let's see what he does. I'm thinking, I definitely want to do this.
Remember the fallen.
Remember the Fallen. I won't be playing Lara and Duelist if he doesn't do anything. I'll just go with his attack. I'll deal 8 damage, drop him down to 5.
We strike.
Fury of the North now. Very happy with how I played that. I think King Jarvan may be the option here. Because as long as we don't get board wiped.
Yet I remain.
We must all do our duty. My king, I have failed you.
Gather yourself, child, and speak.
This line of play is the one that makes it so that I'm not vulnerable to an avalanche. By picking up Jarvan, I can threaten my opponent. It's funny that in this game, I mean, it's because of the matchup, right? It's because my opponent...
How will I respond?
He's only played like 1 unit besides that.
For our allies.
Bring them here.
Prince Jarvan, thank goodness you're all right.
Steady yourself, Squire. There is fighting to do.
Got him. Got him, baby! There we go. I was like, how are you gonna stop that? Like, I got way too much.
Raise our banners. Demacia prevails.
Because we have, like, if he Withering Wails, he eliminates 2 of my attackers in my barrier, but I still represent 8 damage, which means he has 5 health. So not even something like double Withering Wail saves him, right? It had to be like Withering Wail and... I don't even know, because I mean, Withering Wail plus Grasp of the Undying on Jarvan would be enough, right? But very specific combination of cards needed there to prevent that open attack. And Daddy Jarvan the third, definitely setting us up there, even though we topped like Jarvan right afterwards anyway. So, fuck yeah, beating down Trundle Lysandra. That's a top tier deck. Really happy about that. All right, round 2. I was gonna say, like, it's been a couple of days in which no, actually, it's been 1 day. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too optimistic, but it had been like 2 days. Again, 1 day, not 2 ago. 1 day in which I did not find, like, I did not encounter Twisted Fate Fizz yesterday in my entire like day of recording, which was great, man. I'm gonna keep the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm in general is a very one of the best cards in this deck, so you do want to keep it. We do have access to Lauren Duelist, which can grant, give something Challenger for a round. So I actually like that. I'm going to drop these two. Keep the Cataclysm, keep the Lauren Duelist, and see if I can draw into a 1-drop or a 2-drop to give Challenger 2. Well, as of now, we have nothing. Nada. And that is a little bit sad. Okay, there we go. No Elite, though.
Witness perfection, meatbags.
Crap, time.
Safety disengaged.
Fierce and fashionable, no?
Prime and ready.
Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit with this.
Rise, metal brethren.
You would be right to fear me.
Inferior design.
Outrageous.
The thing about Troll Chant is that if my opponent's unit has 2 health, or 2 power, by removing the 2 power, it doesn't count as a block. Important to note. It does not count.
Never lost a fair game, or played one. Soak it in.
Yeah, I'm up.
I mustn't stop.
Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. Jesus. Wait. How? He discarded 2 stress testings. So that was effectively the power of 2 rummages.
Water.
I just need him to not have another rummage. Something that allows him to draw at, like... Okay, good. If I apply this and he has another Mystic Shot, but if I do this, I have 5 health, which means I still survive on 1. So even if he does have another Mystic Shot, I will survive it. And unless he managed to pick up another rummage with that crazy rummage earlier. It's the first time I see a rummage at the double stress testing. That is crazy. Like, he played Twist of Fate, he used the blue card, and then next turn he played a rummage, and he's already at 7. I'm telling you guys, it's Piltover. It's the fact that Piltover has such cheap card draw, right? Generally, this isn't really a problem. But because you design a champion with such a generic, you know, like level up requirement as that, why is it stuck here? Oh. Okay. Alright. Crisis averted. I repeat, crisis averted. No Jarvan level up though. Even though this deck is very well designed to level up Jarvan, we just we got 2 back-to-back games in which that becomes less probable or easy to do. Alright, we have... It'd be nice to draw into an elite. There we go. Just in time. Now we can play the Penitent Squire and get the banner out of her. Even though we won't be needing it this turn, but we can develop 1-drop and 2-drop, carry over the spell mana, and go for a powerful open attack next turn. The problem is we're so far away from leveling up, it's crazy. I'm gonna psych him out a little bit by not doing anything. I'm gonna make him think that I'm plotting something. Give him a pass. Take our time. Wait for it. Now. He won't play this one. He'll attack. Gotta do what you gotta do to save up a little bit of damage.
They appeared out of nowhere.
Fact, I am superior life form. Can you improve perfection?
Jarvan! Thank goodness you're all right!
Steady yourself, Squire. There is fighting to do. Perhaps they realize they've already lost. Ours is but to do and die.
I'd love to see Cataclysm, because with Cataclysm I could play King Jarvan next turn and set up an attack.
Safety, disengage.
Otherwise, it seems we're gonna succumb. Even though we were able to answer, Twist of Fate, we're one attack away. We weren't able to level up Jarvan, despite the fact that, like I said, our deck is very well designed to do so. But we didn't draw Braum.
Join me if you want to live.
There is a chance if my opponent does not, like, if my opponent tries to set up like a mind meld, for example.
Disengage.
But if he does so too early, so I can always flash freeze one of these. I can try to fight another one, but the problem is it's too late. No matter what I did here, like I would not be able to like survive a mind meld here. We have the tools, like we're one turn away from winning ourselves, right? Because we play King Jarvan,
Our enemies will know fear.
and then we Cataclysm and we rally,
Peace will follow.
and we have an amazing attack. But unfortunately, Twist of Fate Fizz is Twist of Fate Fizz. It's not just Twist of Fate, it's also Fizz.
Soldiers of Demacia, fall back.
Yeah. We lost to an army of cartoonish jellyfishes. Us. An army led by 2 generations of kings. Shameful. Fucking shameful. Round 3. Alright. Redemption. Let's try. We gotta level up Jarvan though. We have to really work. This time we do have a Penitent Squire enabled. I don't think we need the Vanguard Redeemer. I love the fact that we have Green Fang Warden. Both of these we can set up with
They appeared out of nowhere. I must reach the king. Moving.
could have played the Honored Lord there, but that is what it is. Alright. Okay. One pass.
Let us get going.
I could have played this, but I want to carry over my spell mana. Happy, especially now that I see the Cataclysm.
I'm always up for a round or two. Soak it in.
Time for good luck. Have fun.
Well, I would say no threat of Tusafei level up after we haven't seen the pick a card, but we know rummage into double fucking whatever the thing is a thing. English. I'll pass. You should never be able to do that for 1 mana, man. 1 mana, burst speed, and you get him up 4 stages. That is ridiculous, dude. It happened again. It happened again. Fuck, I should have played the Great Horn Companion. It's just that I should not have to worry about a turn 2 fucking Twisted Fate level up without pick a card, man. So done. I'm so tired of this. Can't play the Tattered Banner because I want a Cataclysm here. I don't know if he could have like Mystic Shot and get excited easily in his hand. Okay, never mind.
I think it's luck.
No. No. Fuck off. With that shit. Fuck off. With that nonsense. Get wrecked! Get wrecked, boy! Oh! All you, bro. MVP. God, that one felt extra good. And I think a lot of you watching get it. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. I think a lot of you get it. Oh, all right, round 4. Okay. With Demacia, is this like the standard? No, I've seen variants of Fiora, Filios, but Zoe, Aurelion Sol, and I mean, it's still a target deck with Demacia tools, basically at its core. I'm gonna keep the Penitent Squire. I'm gonna drop everything else. I don't see an elite in my hand, so I better enhance my chances of getting that. Though if I don't get it, I will still drop her.
Somebody help!
Somebody help!
I mustn't stop.
Okay, no turn 1 Zoe, it seems. Oh man, that'd be sweet, but I can combine you with Cataclysm later down the line. I think... Is Laurent Duelist good enough here? I think Stalking Wolf, honestly. I like Stalking Wolf. We gotta start working for the JARVAN level up.
Here they come.
Okay. A sharp sight to deal with my yeah, I don't agree with that. I think he should have used sharp sight on the bunny, especially knowing that I'm working for a JARVAN level up, right?
Smell something.
All right.
Dog.
I'm gonna flash freeze.
Another day guarding the walls.
Bit of an awkward hand because I have these Laurent Duelists. Okay, now there we go.
The young prince will be found.
Ba-da-dum,
Fierce and fashionable, no?
ba-da-dum, bam,
Sing of
bam.
our deeds. If you've hurt him,
You hurt him.
You're slouching.
I've learned a trick or two.
I'm gonna go Fear of the North, try to push more damage. He could have another Hush, but if he does have it, I'll take it out of him. I'm happy that counts towards the level up.
Outrageous.
Break their spirits and their souls. Yeah, I'm up.
For every phase, a weapon. Carry our faith.
You call this hardly fair. Bring him home.
I'll close my eyes, make it fair.
A cut above the rest.
We're gonna try to enable. Enable the JARVAN. Unfortunately, we are really running out of gas here. We have some card draw in the deck. I got a bluff.
I ran as fast as I could.
Penitent Squire gives my opponent good information. I have to take the hit.
We must all do our duty.
I have been sent by the king himself.
Again, we're out of gas. We applied pressure early on, but yeah, this matchup feels a bit.
For Bavel. Here, dog. You won't leave a scratch.
It's just. Okay, hush. All right.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow. A crescent path opens before us. Our path is fixed. Now, we must walk it.
Yikes. Yikes. No! Emo boys out to us. I don't like the situation in which I'm top decking. If I find JARVAN, I have a legitimate chance to get back into this game, but the longer I take to draw him, the harder it's gonna be for us.
It cuts.
The age of dragons is begun.
I declare your ravens fell.
I mean, when you run out of gas and your opponent plays a 3-mana Lux Heimerdinger engine, it's pretty rough. GG. Good game. It's just Targan with single combats and concerted strikes, which is a smart way to build Targan. I'm just honestly, like, at this point, everything that I've said, you know, has already been said. Like, or everything that needed to be said has already been said. I'm just tired of that region. I think Call of the Mountain was a bit of a mistake. It perhaps is a bit of a negative take, right? But I don't like Targan. I never liked Targan from its release. I don't like the state it is in now. I think it's as big of as a problem as Twisted Fate with Piltover, basically Twisted Fate Fizz. Just because they have incredible value engines early on, and then they just never run out of gas. They have so many tools like burst speed, health gain, and like the only downside is they don't have any pings. But all you have to do is combine with a region that does. Like Demacia doesn't have pings, but has single combat, concerted strike, and voila, you have all the spells you need to disrupt your opponent's units at fast speed, and you're good to go, right? I think the region needs a pretty heavy nerf, honestly. Like, not a minor one, like a very heavy one. Just because it's just so obnoxious to go against. Like, matches drag out endlessly, and like, half of their cards generate more cards, right? So, yeah. No point in repeating myself at this point. Like, I just want to clarify for, like, you know, maybe newer players, like, why I, you know, complain about a region in the game and stuff. Like, kind of give you my perspective, right? Just tired of it is all. But yeah, let's try to end it on a good note. Let's go for a final game and see if we can go out on a win. More Targan. I'm gonna keep the Honored Lord. I'm gonna drop everything else. We do see JARVAN there. We have the Laurent Duelist as well. Right, so they find turn 1 Laurent Darkspringer. That's never a good thing because that means they can enable turn 3 Aphelios.
I have been sent by the king himself.
I'm gonna pass. Because I naturally do not want to.
Lunari, rise!
Fierce and fashionable, no?
They will sing if you've hurt him.
If you hurt him.
I've learned a trick or two. You won't leave a squat.
Okay, we're working, like I said, for JARVAN's level up, and with that attack right there, we got one hit off. Now we can play Penitent Squire into Braum. Why would you? Okay, so how much damage is this? 7 plus 5, 12. That's too good. Why would I ever not do this?
Keep the pace, Prince JARVAN. You must come with me at once. Barrett, let's see these fools off.
And just like that, they're down to 4. We got double 3 sisters, so we have tools to shut down. Man, ever since Freljord got this card, wow, dude, you're at 4 health. The madman. What's my best bet here? I would like to play Penitent Squire. I could play Penitent Squire into the Great Horn Companion or something. I'm gonna play Penitent Squire.
Ah, you have my banner.
My prince, how did you escape?
I'm not worried about like his attacks because I have like so many defenses.
You're covered. My message. Today we
turn the tide of war.
We have to go for an open attack. We have double Three Sisters, which can translate into Furies of the North. It's another hush that we've gotten out of him. We've seen one star shaping. I gotta keep this.
Prepare yourself. We move soon.
If he has a hush, he could have another sharp sight is a thing. Fuck it. He's already played 2 hushes.
Madame, you would fight me?
Save your words. We speak with blades.
Let us get going.
This will be quick.
We protect these woods as they protect us.
I did that to level up JARVAN.
Barrett, did my father send you? He did indeed. I see you've made friends. They will sing of here, dog.
Slouching.
If he blocks onto here, and he blocks onto here, 3, 3. If I play you, he blocks into these 2, and that means I have a total of 4, 7, 10.
Justice will be served.
I need more stats. I need more power.
You'd be right to.
You've hurt him. trick or two.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
Oh! Yes! Yes! There we go! Woo! Oh! Nice! Oh no, Jarvan died. F's in the comments for Jarvan the Fourth. He died at the very last moment. Which kind of sucks. Like, I don't know, in a war, if you die on like the last battle, that blows, man. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for watching. I really like this session, you know, even though we struggled a bit, like it was, we got some wins, we got some losses, but I think we got good games. And even though, you know, we lost to 2 top tier decks, we had a bit of a redemption arc against them in a way, right? So that leaves me satisfied. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you do, because, or if you did, for my English and for the decks and stuff. If you want to see more of it daily, then leave a like. Helps me reach out more people and thus motivates me even further to keep up the uploads, though I'm going to keep them up anyways. But yeah, I appreciate the help. If not, whatever. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed. And hopefully one day I won't stutter in my intros, or my outros rather. God, I butchered this. Bye-bye.